Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Vrbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Trojans offense has the football first here today. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years. And, of course, you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in 07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected. Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype for the playoff game, you love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
Here comes more big guys on the field. The offense going very heavy. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Really a great way to get this game started for this offense. You know, they told us in our production meeting, they thought with certain formations, they'd be able to get this defense out of position and hit him for some big plays. Here we're seeing it to get this game started.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Offense getting set, second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the grab. Can he get there? The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Boot the sticks.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Coming up, second down and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And the sophomore making an impact play.
This defense is playing inspired football with their backs near their own goal line. An incompletion, now a sack. What would the offensive coordinator come up with here on third down?
The pass rush closing in. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
I'd like the call here. Third down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works. But you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on third down and long.
And that one's straight down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Split backfield here. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws.
Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. To bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down. The Jayhawks will line up to move away. Worst part of the game now, looking to pin him back deep. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the USC offense is back out on the field. A premium here on ball security. The last drive, of course, ended in a fumble. They'll run it here. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34.
That's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has of running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
The ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And now the run off the left tackle. It's a solid gain to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. Well, Kirk, Kansas has the lead here, and the first quarter is in the books, but is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And here's the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line.
On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, hindsight obviously is 20/20, but after a really successful run on the previous play, maybe they should have gone back to the well for another run instead of this pass.
He's escaping the pocket now. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. And the Trojans trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Caught near the goal line. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
That's a good job of this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They rallied the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. Snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Pressure is coming. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And the Jayhawks will have to punt this one away. Going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's the return now from midfield. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the Trojans are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
And the senior quarterback off target there, a little behind him.
Man, this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him,
and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. No problem with the PAT. The lead 14-3. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out. It's Stewart. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Handoff from the shotgun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Trying to create here on the move. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Looking for the wideout. Catch is made. Room to run here. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review.
Okay, ready?
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
And the Trojans will line up now. It's 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
From the shotgun, drops back. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
This is what makes this guy so tough. It's basically an option route. With the ability to break in or out, he sets his defender up, gets leverage to the inside, and they have a nice completion.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Looking to scramble. It's a sack. They've got him back at the 4-yard line.
Chris, 3rd down here, they throw the football, which I have no problem with down inside his 10-yard line. But the big thing is the quarterback has got to do a better job working through his progressions to give himself a chance. The last thing he wants to do is take a sack, and now they're facing 4th down.
He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Looking for his big tight end. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It has been a tough 1st half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the 2nd half.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. The shotgun running play call. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. And the ball is away from inside the 10. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, SC. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
Now the try for 2. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. The Kansas offense is back out there now. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
There's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's fourth down. The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner will be brought down. And the USC offense is back out on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down. It crosses midfield to the 46.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
And a nice gain there of the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Drop him back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Ball handed off. And moves the ball to the 35, and another first down.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Looks like the defense has it.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Tackle made to the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. That run good for a first down. The offense still rolling. The shotgun handoff here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The Trojans are in the red zone. Gonna run it. It's Peterson. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
He's got it near the end zone. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the...
Touchdown, Trojans. And their route is on. That's a crucial touchdown, Cook. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And the extra point was up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. His offense trying to bounce back the last possession, and then in a pick. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. With 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick completion to the tight end. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Comes up with the catch. The reception gets him at 7 yards with 4th down coming up here.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Gutsy call to go for him, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Back to throw again. Short pass finds the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down. And the Jayhawks pick up enough for a 1st down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback dropping back. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Short completion, a 3rd down play coming up. Scanning the field, it's Marshall. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're...
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Chris, not shocked at all that they threw this football to this receiver, especially on 4th down. They needed a play. He delivers, but instead of doing it downfield, he shows you what he can do after the catch to get it into the end zone.
Now the try for the 2-point conversion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the tackle is made. The defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time. They bring him down pretty quickly here. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. And the running back takes the handoff. Here's the 2nd down play. Looking for some space. It's Jackson. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
The Trojans begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Bringing pressure. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The Trojans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Touchdown, USC. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Turner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead.
And the result is going to be a safety.
Well, Chris, just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse for these guys, it goes from being bad to even worse. They seemingly can't do anything right. At least they only have the rest of this quarter. Don't worry, fellas. It'll be over soon.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Second down after that previous play. Back in motion now. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Powerful running into the secondary. Comes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today. The offense really clicking here. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They'll try to run behind the big left tackle. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Handoff taken, heads off right tackle. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.